Hey folks, hope you're having a wonderful day. So, in months previous, every Saturday I would do a non-sports related rip, and I know it's been a while because mostly it would be, Marvel or Star Wars or something else, and I just haven't found anything that's caught my interest since then. They had the Minecraft. Not a huge Minecraft person. What was the other one that came out with Tops? Was a Tops Chrome V Friends. I wasn't interested in that. Anyway, this one most definitely has my interest. Not because it's Magic the Gathering, but I am a big fan of Final Fantasy. I played the games back in the 80s and mid 90s. The last one, I will admit, I played was Final Fantasy 8. So everything that's come out after that, I've kind of just watched and whatever. I own them, I just haven't played them. And the older I get, the less gaming time I have. Trying to figure out how that works. Anyway, still a fan. My favorite is Final Fantasy 6 or Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo. But I will admit, Final Fantasy 7 is probably the most popular. We have Mr. Sephiroth here on the cover, and I believe this is Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. My son played those games, and he's not a huge fan of them. But yeah, Final Fantasy, another cross promotion with Magic the Gathering. I think last year they had Lord of the Rings, which just absolutely went insane. I didn't really participate in that, but like I said, I'm a big fan. I have a few of the statuettes from the games. I would buy the collector's editions, so I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan. So I had to buy some. I knew it was gonna be incredibly popular. These were not cheap. I think this box was like $70. So yeah. In fact, when I told my wife that there was a new set that came out with Final Fantasy, her first words out of her mouth was, "Did you get some?" Or I think what she said was, "You got some, right?" I was like, "Oh yes, I did." She was like, "Okay." Because she would have given me a hard time if I didn't, because she knows just how much of a fan I am. All right, so here's the contents of the box. Looks like we're gonna have I guess 16 traditional foil and 16 regular base lands. I haven't played Magic in like 20 plus years, so I don't fully remember how it works. But it looks like we're gonna have an oversized spin down life counter. We really don't want to worry about ourselves with that. Looks like we're gonna have a card box on the inside of this. 2 traditional foil extended art legends, and then we're gonna have looks like 9 booster packs, and that's the ones we're completely interested in. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of cards out there that people are chasing after. I saw a few out there on eBay as far as what's selling for the highest at the moment. Still not entirely sure which ones are uber popular. I just opened up the box, and I guess it came out with a poster that's incredibly folded up. So I guess somebody just shoved it in there, I guess. That's very, but it's not much of a poster, and I'm not a huge poster person anyway. But yeah, we're going to open this up, have some fun, and do something a little bit different. Like I said, we have, I think Topps Chrome Marvel is coming out in the next week, and then we have Topps Star Wars coming out, so going to be doing a few more of these over the next few weeks, months, and what have you. So yeah, man, this box is absolutely awesome. I mean, I can see this sitting on one of my shelves next to my other Final Fantasy stuff. So yeah, I like the box right here. We have the dice. That's pretty cool. Probably never use it. When my kids were younger, we played a absolute ton of card games, including Pokemon the card game, Magic the Gathering, Harry Potter. I mean, we did a lot, but as the kids have gotten older, they moved on. Another big popular card game in the house was Yu-Gi-Oh! They played it way more than I did. So yeah, that's how things were in my house. We were a card playing game, and like I said, they've grown up and moved on, and so doing their own things. But yeah, we had a lot of cards. sitting around the house, and I'm sure a lot of those cards grew in value if they were still in good shape. But you know, when you have kids and cards, they don't end up in the best of conditions after like 5 minutes. All right, looks like the rules. Not interested in that, and we'll just look at a few of the lands. We have the plains, islands, swamp, and the mountains, and then the forest. So yeah, like I said, I don't fully remember how to play this game. It was, like I said, late 90s when I think my sister-in-law introduced my wife into Magic the Gathering, and we went crazy for a little while, and then we had to stop. we actually used to go to the Wizards of the Coast store, and there'd be a wall full of Magic the Gathering sets, and we were like, yeah, we can't afford this. We have Snow Villiers, Sarah Farron, some more planes, and they're foil, so they look pretty cool. Oh, we have an upside down island. So apparently that one just wanted to be different. And then the mountains, and then the forest. So, alright, well, that, as they say, is that. I'm not going to dwell too much on that, but we're down to the meat. We're at the boosters. We'll put these out to the side. Like I said, I know which characters I like, but what everybody's chasing for, it's kind of, I don't fully remember. I think there's like a Chocobo that everybody's kind of liking. So if we see it, great. Alright, we have what? Combat tutorial. What? Paladin's Arms. What? Sabotender? Undercity Dire Rat. Chocobo Kick. Not the Chocobo we're looking for. Dreams of Laguna. Syncopet. Poison the Waters. Coral Sword. Swallowed by Leviathan. Crystal Fragments. The Fire Crystal. Adventurer's Inn. Place where you can always stay and regain your health. Quad Salam. Fairplane Gateway. And Bird. Bird. That's all these other incredibly difficult names, and just Bird. Alright, well, not too bad. Alright. Call the Mountain Chocobo. Foray. Commune with beavers. Well, okay. Ice Flan. Alright. Summon Choco or a Mog. Blitzball. I think that was that Final Fantasy X. And then we have a cool one right here. Look at that. Wild Rose Rebellion. That one looks absolutely awesome. I'm going to put that one off to the side, because that one actually might be one worth holding on to. Alright. Unexpected Request. Travel the Overworld. Aron's Inspiration. Zidane. Was that Final Fantasy IX? That one looks pretty cool. Triple Triad. Resentful Revelation with Mr. Sephiroth. Windhurst Federation Center. And then, oh, what is that? This is a art series card. That one looks pretty cool. So it's Hydralin, the Mother Crystal, number 34 out of 53. You know what? I think that one deserves a sleeve. I think these two deserve some sleeve action here. And I'm gonna treat these ones a little bit more special. They just look cool. I forget who the artist of these are, but this guy was a pretty big name in the Final Fantasy world. So our first pack, that was pretty cool. Or our second pack, I can't remember now. Plenty more to go. If you like what you see, hit that like button. maybe every pack has an art card, because looks like there's another one right here. So that's probably the case. So we'll sleeve the rest up after the video. All right, Paladin's Arms. We have Diorat. Oh, well, looking like we're running into something. Magitech Infantry. I think that's Final Fantasy VI. Crossroads Village. Scout. Lionheart from Final Fantasy VIII. Dark Knight Greatsword. What was that? Kina Gourmet. Rufus Shinra from Final Fantasy VII. Galvus, I don't remember who he's from. Diamond Weapon, Final Fantasy VII. Man, he was a pain. Never could beat him in that game. Then we have a forest card. And look at that, we have an art card of Mr. Cloud. That right there is pretty cool. Pretty sure there's some huge fans of Mr. Cloud with his huge Buster Sword. I have with remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake, there was a collector's edition with Cloud on a huge motorcycle. I have that. That's over here on my shelf. It's kind of embarrassing for a man of my age to own it, but I do. Alright, treasure! That is what you are. Sorry, Bruno Mars. Then a backwards treasure, not sure why. Haste Magic, Shinra, Reinforcements, Town Greeter, Ice Magic, Dwarven Castle Guard, Lunatic, Pandora, and then look at that, we have a Baron Rivalry. I think that's from Final Fantasy II or Final Fantasy IV, if before they renumbered everything. 2 was for the Super Nintendo, I believe. Dragoon's Lance, Coliseum Behemoth, Jeff King of the Dwarves, side quest Catch a Fish, from Father of the Sun, Slash of Light, and then we have a foil Island. So two more awesome cards. So yeah, I've played 1, and I guess with the proper numbering, 1, 4, and 6, and 7, and 8. I did play 3. Yeah, I did play 3. Oh, we have Bird again. And backwards. Infantry, Warrior Sword. Cornered by Black Mages. Gubu Gardener. Scorpion Sentinel. Adventures in Iron Giants. Judge Magister Gabranth. Delivery Moogle. Opera Love Song. That is a cool song of Final Fantasy VI. It's one of my favorite parts in the game. In fact, every once in a while, I find myself humming that tune. It is really, really awesome. In fact, it's in my head now. X-Death, Void Warlock, Genova, Ancient Calamity, White Auracite, and then the finishing's off, Gone Town of Ruin. So we didn't get a art card in the past few packs. So yeah, it's looks like it's every couple of packs, I guess. I didn't see it in this one. So I guess when the card is turned around, we don't get one, maybe. But we have 4 packs to go. I'm really enjoying this. I think it was really cool. Man, the booster packs are kind of expensive. We do get a art card here, so I guess it's maybe every other pack. But the booster packs are like $8. So quite expensive. So if you want to go out there, 1, good luck finding them, and 2, it's not going to be cheap. In fact, one of the bigger pieces out there is $500. They had it at my hobby shop, and I wanted to do it, but I couldn't. I was a little bit too much for my blood. And the worst part was I had my favorite character on there, Terra from Final Fantasy VI, and I wanted to get it, but not for that price. All right, Ice Magic, Dwarven Castle Guard, Thunder Magic, Resentful Revelation once again, Blitzball Shot from Final Fantasy X. What was that? Lawport Scout, Blitzball again. Clash of the Icons, Magitech Armor, that's Final Fantasy VI. Random Encounter, Valkyrie Aerial Units, the Earth Crystal, that's pretty cool. And then we have a side quest, Catch a Fish in the foil, Trino, Dark City, and then last, I don't remember who that is, but that art is insanely awesome. That just looks dope. Let's see who it is. It's Braska's Final Action. So like I said, that must be a game I didn't play, but man, that art card is absolutely insane. I'll definitely sleeve that up after the video. Alright, okay. 3 packs to go. Let's do it. Warrior Sword, once again. Black Mages, Gardener, Scorpion Sentinel, Coral, Vane's Treachery, Syncopet. Oh, we have a Squall Lionheart from Final Fantasy VIII. That's a pretty cool. Now it says 2 of 2, so not 100% sure, but you know what? I'll put him out to the side. That was looking pretty cool. Gaius Van Belsar, Ride the Shoepuff, Self-Destruct, the Lunar Whale, Shambling Seath, Town of Ruin, and then Hero. So we have Bird and we have Hero. Oh! Bird and Hero are on opposite of the same card. I'll have to look that up later. I didn't realize that's how it was, maybe on the other cards. Learn something new. Or, yeah, it is the same card. I'll have to go through that later, because that is definitely strange. Alright, we have Copy. Oh, I guess we have a few cards that go on the other side. Hero and Copy, so I guess that's a thing in the game. I didn't know. We have Lightning with Thunder Magic. Resentful, Mr. Seth. So, looks like we're running into a few, oh, there we go. We have Kefka, Laughing Mad, one of my favorite villains in the Final Fantasy series. We have the Choco Comet. We have Adalbert Steiner, Cargo Ship. We haven't seen a single Sid in any of these cards. Man, he's in every game. You think we would have run against at least one of them in this rip. Vivi, Ornitier, Dreams of Laguna, and then Mountain. So yeah, that's very odd. We haven't run into a Sid. Our last pack. Man, it would have been cool to have an art card of Mr. Sephiroth. That would have been awesome. But we're going to keep going. Alright. Call of the Mountain Chocobo. Forayer. Commune with the Beavers. Vincent's Limit Break. World Map. Poo Poo UFO. Okay. Black Waltz number 3. I guess there's 2 more, or at least. Prima Vista. Vanille Cheerful Ice. Okay. There. That must be a play on words. Moogle's Valor. Then we have a Chocobo Kick. And the foil, that's pretty cool. And then we have Island. And then lastly, we have Hero. And I presume something on the other side. Horror. Alright. So, right there. That is the rip of the Final Fantasy cards. I will admit, I cannot say if we pulled anything of exceptional value, but we did pull some incredibly cool cards that I personally feel. I mean, we have the Squall, Leonhardt. We pulled this art card. I think that looks really, really awesome. Definitely will sleeve him up later. And then we have the Cloud art card, and then we have the Baron Rivalry, and then we have the other two that I thought were really cool. We have, I forget this lady, Helen, the Mother Crystal, and then we have the Wild Rose Rebellion. I think those cards were probably the coolest. I'm pretty sure some of the other ones were really cool, but right there for me were some of the other ones. Yeah, I'll probably go out and grab a few boosters and open those up maybe in a future video. Let me know if that's something you want to see. Post in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think. Have you pulled any Final Fantasy cards? Are you a fan of the Final Fantasy series? Let me know. Yeah, as a fan, I'm happy with what I got. Okay. I cannot complain. Hearing me say, hey, where's the Cid or where's the Sephiroth art card? Those are all wish I could have had, especially like a Terra art card, that character. something like this. That would have been absolutely awesome. But you know what? I'm going to go get some more packs, open those up, and yeah, I mean, this was stuff that I'm not trying to make a profit on. If I do, even better, but this is stuff that would probably go on my own PC. So, anyway, tell me what you guys think. Let me know. Post in comments. If you found anything, if you pulled anything awesome, let me know. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. And if you want to see more, by all means, hit that subscribe. It's all good. Still on the way to 400 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I know I'm past the 20-minute mark. So, hey, thank you so much. Alright, that's it for this time. And I'll catch you guys next time.